there is a disclaimer for it being a potential choking hazard. And if it were me, I just do not want to risk it. So I'm gonna go with a nay on this one. Nay.
I cannot wait to jump right in. Today's topic that we're going to talk about is a very fun one. At least I think it is very fun. And it is basically bizarre and trending pet products.
I love that. I love that. So, you guys, you're in for a treat today. We have tons of products that we wanted to discuss that we found on Amazon, and we're gonna rate them yay or nay for your pet. So, the first one, it is this nifty pet pacifier for your pet. It's basically for puppies, kittens. It's an accessory. Look at this thing. It's so cute. Okay, Allie, yay or nay?
I'm not gonna lie, it is very cute, but the only reason I would have to say nay is because I'm thinking about it from when I had my German Shepherd, and I genuinely can't fathom what would keep her like wanting to keep this in her mouth. Like I just think she would spit it out immediately. I don't know if she'd actually use it, but if she did, I would definitely get it because it is really cute, and I just think for a picture, I would love to have that.
So,
How about you?
oh gosh, like it's very adorable. However, for five big Rottweilers that are about 100 pounds plus, the youngest puppy being around 80 to 90 now, I'm gonna go with the nay on this one. This is such a choking hazard for them. Like, I mean, they can swallow this.
Yeah, they would tear that thing apart. I
No.
think they would eat it whole if they got the chance to, for sure.
However, it does say, you guys, that this is for small pets. So it is for small pets, but there is a disclaimer for it being a potential choking hazard. And if it were me, I just do not want to risk it. So I'm gonna go with a nay on this one. Nay. All right, next one. This is one that you found, Allie.
Yes.
Adorable. This is a duck dog treat dispenser. So so basically the dog has to learn to paw the trigger, and once the dog paws the trigger, it releases the treat and it flies out so then they can go after the treat.
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
automatically am yay on this one. I vote yay. I say yes to this because, first of all, it's a duck. That's adorable. You've already sold me on the animal that the product is made out of or represents. So, yes to that. And I don't know, I think it'd be so fun to like watch your dog try and like learn how to do it and then like enjoy the reciprocation of like, oh, you do this thing, you're getting a fun treat. So, like, I don't know, I think it's a win-win. So, I say yes.
I love it. Yeah, I would. Okay, so if you guys had a small or medium-sized dog or cat,
Mhm.
definitely I would say yay. If you have a bigger sized dog, then I would say nay, just because I can see this being something that my dog's paw alone is like the size of that thing. Like they're gonna they can easily flip it over. And I've had experience buying toys that like enrichment toys like this, where it's meant for smaller animals, smaller size animals, and giving it to a bigger animal, it just doesn't work well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this is really, really cool for a smaller size animal, like a medium size, but not for one that's larger size. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with both, yay and nay. But for me,
Fair.
I'm gonna go with nay. I'm gonna go with nay.
Fair. That's fair.
Awesome. Okay, next one. This one, you guys, a little bit on the pricier side. Yes, I get that. However, I definitely see the benefit in this. It's the non-motorized dog treadmill for dogs, either medium size or large size. And I'm sure there's a one for smaller dogs. I just haven't, it's not going to be included on here. But I am definitely going to go with the yay on this one because there's so many times where it's stormy outside. I can't bring the dogs out. They're scared, or I have to keep them separated for whatever reason. And when you don't give them that stimulation, they are so rowdy in the house. They're running amok. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs for them to stop, and they're jumping on me, and just they have all that energy that they need to release, right? So it's like, how can I be mad when they've not been stimulated all day? And so this is something that'd be perfect. And I absolutely just look at this. It's so cool. It's a contraption. You tie your dog to it, and they can just run for however long they want to run.
It does look a little bit like a medieval torture device, like at first glance. If I'm like scrolling through Amazon, I definitely would have been like, what is this? But I also am a yay, especially with my experience with my German Shepherd. We lived in an apartment when we had her growing up, and this would have been perfect because, they're very energetic dogs and they need a lot of outside time, which we definitely did, don't get me wrong, but it's still hard being, cooped up in a small space. So to have had this option available definitely would have been a godsend for us at that time. So I vote yay for sure. The only nay is the price, but if you have someone in your family who can build it, then maybe it'll be easier.
Yes. Awesome. And last item, we have these dog buttons for communication. Look at this, Allie. Look how cool this is. So basically, you guys, it's these buttons that you can train and condition your dog to understand. And you can really train them for, even though the buttons are titled, you can really train them for whatever it is you want. But they will come to learn, okay, if I press this button, then you want me to do this. And so they have, what is this? Outside, come, poo, toy, and love you.
I think that's awesome. I remember seeing this video on, I think it was TikTok, where a dog was doing that. It was, I think, a doodle, and I don't remember the name, but it's almost like a little scary to hear it come back to you in English because you're like, is my dog like actually understanding? It's like the first time where you feel like you're like actually communicating in a very like strange way. But I vote yay because I think that is awesome. I think there are a lot of people who, if they are able to train their dogs to do that, it's so helpful, especially even going outside, like for their dog to be able to notify them. That's a large problem for a lot of people is like when they're training their dogs, they don't know when they need to go out or whatever it may be. Like I said, we were in an apartment, so our dog kind of needed to like give us some sort of inkling every now and again if she needed to go. So I think having that structure or that option to, press a button and be able to like communicate with them is so awesome.
Right?
So I vote yay.
Me too. I'm gonna vote yay on this one. I think this one is fantastic.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Let's oh, so this is super random, you guys, but we found this funny dog picture that we wanted to show you. Okay, take a look at this dog.
We need to like
Um,
meme it. Like what would we meme this dog if we were to like give it a caption? Because I loved his look gives like me? Like you love me? Like I'm just a pretty little I'm just here.
I love that. I was gonna say, if I had to give this dog a voice and what he would say, I'd be like, um, "Nyeh, and what's your food?"
I cannot. He oh that was so accurate actually. That's crazy. I like want to take my answer back now that I'm like hearing your answer because that was way better.
Yours is very cute. I don't think of
Er,
cute when I see this dog. I think more of like I don't know, just a dog that's like he just wants food. But he's
Yeah.
okay. Remember The Simpsons, Mr. Burns? I feel like this is like
Yes.
a Mr. Burns dog. He kind of
Yes.
has that. He's hunched
Yes.
over and he's like, just
Mm. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, he's like, yeah, he's like, yeah.
yeah.
I imagine this dog has like a perpetual like growl that just like stays at the
Yeah,
like that small tone where it's like always like, "Rrrr," you know?
right.
Cute
Awesome.
dog though. This is a cute dog. If you happen
Yes,
to watch this and you're the owner of that dog, your dog's really cute.
yes. Okay, so let's get into behind the brand. So you guys, for the last couple of weeks, we've told you about us, what we're doing. We actually want to introduce someone very special to the team, someone who's critical to our operations. She makes the whole thing run, and this is Sam. So we are going to have Sam tell us a little bit more about her and just so yeah.
First off, I just wanted to say hi and thank you so much for having me on Coffee Talk. I'm really excited to be here. And I also have to apologize in advance because I'm a little under the weather. So if my voice sounds a bit off, that's why, but I am pushing through it. My name is Samantha and I'm the operations director here at My Pet Pede. What that basically means is I'm behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly from start to finish. I oversee our manufacturing process, so I help ensure the product is made correctly, consistently, and meets our standards every single time. I also manage fulfillment, which means getting orders out the door and into our customers' hands as quickly and efficiently as possible. On top of that, I handle inventory management, making sure we always have what we need when we need it, and I work closely with our team, which includes a lot of people management and coordination. It's kind of like being the glue that holds everything together operationally. Now, one of the most fun and honestly most rewarding parts of my job isn't just what I do, it's where I do it. We truly have a family style atmosphere here. This isn't just one of those places where people are constantly coming and going. We have a really low turnover rate, and that's because people genuinely enjoy being here. Over time, you build real relationships, and it starts to feel less like coworkers and more like family. And that carries over into everyday life too. For example, I can bring my daughter to work when she's out of school, which is huge as a parent. It takes so much pressure off and lets me balance work and family in a really natural way. And it's not just kids. If my dog isn't feeling well or needs a little extra care, I can bring him too. That kind of flexibility is rare, and it makes a big difference. It creates this environment where people feel supported, trusted, and valued. And I think that shows in the work we do and the pride everyone takes in it. So yeah, even though my job involves a lot of logistics, planning, and problem solving, the heart of it really comes down to people, our team, and our customers. Thanks again for letting me be a part of this. I'm really happy to be here.
Wow, thank you so much, Sam. We really appreciate you hopping on with us today. We have been dying to get you on an episode, so hopefully we can finally get one where you're actually able to join in person. But it was so great to get to chat with you. Thank you for sharing all of the things that are going on your side. I am so excited for today's. We got another final segment that we always do. So I'm gonna count us down, and I think we can do it this time because we've been pretty on the money these past 3 times. So we got it. So 3, 2, 1. Hot takes. Love it. Always. Even if we don't sound in sync at this point, I think hot takes has just become like a part of my being. So I will always be excited for this segment and for that little jingle.
Well, I feel like we've perfectly harmonized now.
That's what I'm saying. I think,
Yeah.
we should start a choir or something, on the side if we have time. So
So,
I'm very excited for these questions. We've been getting these kind of a bunch throughout this week, so I'm excited to get to just answer them for you guys and, quick, easy, fun. So let's get into it.
excellent.
Okay.
So, question 1. We get this a lot, and you would think this would be self-explanatory, but we are going to explain it. So, should I pick up the waste before applying my pet peed? What do I do? Does my pet peed make this poop and this vomit and all of this go away if I just spray it on there?
The short answer is you need to pick up the physical, I'll say evidence. Well, I'll use the word evidence in this case. When you are using My Pet Peed, the product is magic in the sense that it works really, really well, but it is not literal magic. It cannot make an actual, an object just disappear out of thin air. So what we say is you always have to pick up what you can of a fresh stain. When it comes to older stains, for example, so say your cat has peed and it's been sitting there and whatever, that's fine. You can spray My Pet Peed on it. That's no worries. You obviously can't soak anything up. But if you are able to, please, please, please pick up what you can of a fresh stain. My Pet Peed cannot break down a physical object, like the actual thing, but it breaks down the stain and odor that is there. That's why it is a stain and odor remover and not an object remover.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining that, Allie. All right. So number 2, do we have a subscription service? I really don't want to be a part of it, but it seems like it's a bit confusing when I try to check out.
Yeah. So My Pet Peed does not have a subscription service at all. We are only a purchase by purchase basis. So you will only ever receive a product from us when you go on our website or Amazon storefront and purchase it. You can't sign up for monthly subscriptions. We don't offer that, especially for this reason. We don't want customers to get confused and feel like they're being signed up for something that they didn't want to be signed up for. So to keep it simple, we've just made it a purchase by purchase basis. So you will get what you physically have paid for in your shopping cart.
Awesome. That makes a lot of sense. And then lastly, where can we get the gallon jug sprayers that I'm seeing everywhere? Especially in you
Yes.
guys' ads. Like it just looks so easy to use.
So you can find the gallon weed sprayer is I think what like I'll call it's like street name is where you'd find it in the stores like normally a gallon weed sprayer. And you can find them on Amazon or at most hardware stores in the gardening section. Its inherent purpose is like a pressure, thing for gardening usually, but it works really well with, any sort of kind of liquid product, especially my pet peed. So we've had a lot of customers share that they've started doing that since they've seen the ad, which is awesome. And you can find it on Amazon or in most hardware stores.
Awesome. Well, great. Thank you so much, Allie. So,
Of
you
course.
guys, again, what a great episode. We can't wait for next week and share more exciting things with you. So, hope you guys have a great day and have a great week.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It was good to talk to you, Cece.
Bye, Allie.
Bye.